evening, everyone. This is Karen with Grace Be Creations. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day so far, a wonderful night. I decided to jump on. Last minute, I had no plan on doing a video tonight, but I thought to myself, okay, everybody has been really wanting me to do a flip through of this journal. So I'm going to do a flip through, and I'm also going to share a Crafty Me Shop haul that I got from over the weekend. I got two pretty big sales, two big orders in from this past week, last week, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. I know you guys love to see EMMA MAE's Crafty Me Shop laces, so I'm going to do a haul. But first, I'm going to show you this flip through of the SHabby Chic Journal that I did with Jenshim and Laura Mitchell. We did this about a month ago, and I finally added up the last couple of pages to it a couple of days ago, and so I'm going to show you guys a little flip through of it. So let's get started. This book is actually called EMMA MAE. I named her EMMA MAE, and I was inspired by this photo here in the front. And I did a scallop on the front of the book using an old handkerchief. It was like an antique handkerchief, and I have like 3 more pieces on the handkerchief that I can still use. But I hated to cut into it, but it was perfect on how it fitted on the page, and I love how it looks. So there is the front, and I have some lace on the front, and I did this as a flip up. It actually flips up, and it has a pocket here. And this is where the closure is. And I love how this book came out. And this book actually sits on my desk on a book stand. It actually sits open from the center. It sits open with this here, and it sits up on my desk. I love it so much. And it shows all the pretty frills. I just love it. Right, here's the first page. And then we have this bookmark. I'm going to show it to you all here. I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial on how to make one of these soon. I know that this has been on my list for a while. A lot of people have asked me to do a tutorial on this, so I will. I'll get that into a video soon, but this was a lot of fun to make this bookmark. And then this may look familiar here. I did this for ODULCINA. I did a design team project for her. I did the ruffles on the boots with the laces. She loved it so much that she went back and did all the laces on hers, and that made my heart smile. You know, when I look up to someone like her and she does something that I did for an idea, that just makes my day. And then here we go with this. This is the flip down. I'm going to have to show it to you because the camera is kind of facing down a little bit, but it flips down, and there's the Emma for EMMA MAE. And it closes back up. And I love how the front came out. This came out really, really nice. I love the lace over it. Just love it. And then it opens up on the first page. We've got a journal card here. I did some reverse embossing here. We have a doily and a vintage key. A little bit of embossing here and some ruffle from Crafty Me Shop. And I love this image here. This pretty dress. Love, love, love. And I made this look like an envelope, which kind of came out kind of cute. Used one of my favorite. These are from Crafty Me Shop here. It was a 6-pack that I got, and I've been begging EMMA to put these back out because I love how they look on envelopes, and it just looks so dainty. I just love them so much. I have one left, and I'm hoarding it. And I love this trim as well. Something else I hope she brings back out to the store. We have a blank page here. Some ruffle. I love this trim. And this paper here is so pretty. And then I used one of the stamps that I got from Crafty Me Shop sale. This stamp is so beautiful. It worked so well. It's an older stamp, but it came out so good. I love how this looks. I didn't want to put anything in the pocket, because at first I think I had this image in here, but then it covered the stamp. You can just see the head. I'm like, no, I'm just going to leave it blank because I just love the stamp so much, you know. And then this flips down too. I did a lot of flip downs on this one. And then we have a little tag. Love that. I love doing flip outs and flip downs, and we won't even talk about this because Esme needs to get more of it. I hope she can find more. Everybody went crazy for this trim here. I think I have like a piece that big left. It's sad. I just want more. And then here we have a stamp that I made using the Vintage Market. This is by Tailor Made Journals. Lorna makes the absolute most beautiful stamps, and this is another one of the stamps I got. Actually, no. Let me put that back. I have the Tiffany & Company stamp from her. This one was actually Laura Mitchell's, and she let me make a copy of it. I stamped a bunch of papers when she was here, and I used all of her stamps. I think Laura Mitchell has like all of them. I did this really cute pocket down here, the sari silk. Love how that came out. We have a cute tag here. I did a lace background here. I love the trim. And I always leave my centers empty. I just always do like a really pretty look on the center. I love doing that. And then we have this, which is kind of cool. It's like a bookmark, but it sits in a pocket of satin, and it looks like it's her dress when you look at it really quick. I love how that came out. But this is a bookmark here. Looks like a little bag too. And I kind of ruffled it on the bottom. And we just have a nice vintage photo there. I think this is a Polaroid. Don't remember which kit it's from. We have some Crafty Me lace here. And we have a pretty tag that I made. I did a layered tag. Added some embellishment there. And I made this. This came from a cute kit that I got, and I added like a little, it's like a little, it's like a sari silk kind of, but it's like a soft satin, and it's like a key that I cut these out on my Cricut, which came out really good. I love using my Cricut to cut out fussy cuts because it gets all the detail that you wouldn't be able to get with your scissors. And then I put it on the background of a cutout. I love how that came out. More Crafty Me. And then of course these little tiny paper clips that I've shown you guys how to make with your rusted paper clips. You can make so many of these. It's so easy to make, and it just brings out so much quality to your book with like, it just, if you make a bunch of them and put them on the ends of your book, it just brings out so much to your book. All right. And I love this. My middle name is Beth, and so I loved being able to add that to the book. And we have this, two more, my favorite. I use it a lot in here. Is that a flip up too? Or is that, I forgot. Yes, it's a flip up. Oh my gosh, I really did do a lot of flip ups and flips downs, and I'm going to put this out so you guys can see it. It's going to come out really big. And I did a pocket here. I didn't add anything in there yet. I'll have to add something. And I love this image. I love how that came out. I love adding, I used to be a photographer. I don't know if you guys know that about me. I was a professional photographer for 15 years, I think. I had my own studio and everything. I did children portraits and family portraits. I had a whole studio set up in the bottom of my house. I stopped doing it because I got burnt out. It was a lot of work doing weddings and baby photos, and baby photos were my favorite. But anyways, I've always loved doing black and white images with color. That's always been my favorite. I've had a lot of people ask me how my lighting is really good in my room, or how do you get your photos to come out so nice with the lighting? Well, that's why I was a photographer and I know how to play with the lighting. So I always did natural lighting photography. All right. I had a wonderful photography teacher. He was up in Dover, New Hampshire, and I learned from his classes at night, and I just learned so much from him. I just love photography. I love how this this tag came out. Simple, didn't add anything to it, just put a little bit of lace on top with a little bit of a tulle, doing a tulle bow. Stick it into this little pocket. Simple. And I made this cute Polaroid. I printed up this Polaroid and just added a little embellishment on the bottom. And then this is the matching what's it called? Trim to it. I got this on Etsy. Really pretty. I had it in my drawer and I'm like, oh, that's right. I haven't used this yet. I have it in white too. I think this is called khaki, and then there's white. I used the white one just the other day. And we have the Eiffel Tower. Oh, here it is. There's the white. I used it on the Eiffel Tower picture. So this is the same as this, but it's in just white. The Eiffel Tower. You always have to have an Eiffel Tower photo in your vintage shabby chic books. And I have some of my little pockets that I make, little clusters. And then I covered it with this really, really pretty lace that I got a while back ago. And then we have a stenciling that I did. And this Sorry Silk ribbon is actually from Heather at Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I told her how much I loved the polka dotted, and she sent me a bunch when her and I did, when I bought something from her, and she sent me some extra, which is so sweet. I love Heather. I'm so glad she's back to doing videos again. All right. And then I did a little cluster here, little cluster of little pieces of fabric and applique, and I love how that came out. I have a button card. Gotta have a button card. I think I glued that back of that down. Yeah. I put some vintage buttons on there and some regular buttons and have a little bit of tulle on the top. And I love how the back of this page came out. If you can see, I had this scrunched up Crafty Me Shop wide lace, and I just put it on there and scrunched it up. I didn't want it to be perfectly flat. I glued it on there and I scrunched it, and I just wanted to give it like a really cool, little bit of a shabby scrunch look to it. Love how that came out too. And then the lace maker sample card. Love how that came out. I had so much fun working on this book. Like, I love all the ruffles and the frills, and of course, here we go. My favorite little piece of, I'm just putting this little piece of lace everywhere I can put her. Esme, you need to get more. Like, I hope you can find it again. And we have an applique sitting here. That's pretty. And then another cluster I made. I love making these little clusters from leftover pieces that I take off of appliques. Then we have just a little simple lace top embossed image. Nothing fancy, but enough to add to the book. And I think this is towards the end. Yep. Last Polaroid. I did some writing paper here. I think that's a pocket there. And then we've got a doily on the back. Some lace on the back, and that is it. And that's the end. That's my book. Look at her shell. Love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching that. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has been leaving the most wonderful comments. And I reached 2,700 subscribers on my YouTube the other day. I was so excited. I remember when I hit 1,000. I cannot believe I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. And I tell you, we will do a giveaway at 3,000. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. And now I'm going to do a quick haul showing you the Crafty Me Shop laces that I just got in from this past weekend. This was last week's sale, not the sale that she just did, the one before where she had a lot of things on sale. This was a pretty big order that I made, and I love every bit of it. All right, so I'm going to start off wide laces. She had asked us DTs what we wanted more of, and I said wide laces are a big thing. I love being able to cover my books and cover pages, and she definitely did not disappoint. Look at how beautiful. She took out some new CMS stuff. Look at how beautiful that is. I absolutely love this. It's a new piece. Love that. And then I've got this one here. Another wide. This one's roses. Look at how pretty that is. I got a yard of that. Then love this. I love the detail. Look at how pretty that is. And the scallop. Look at how pretty that would look on a page, just like hanging off the bottom of a page. It could be like when you close the book, you just see that part there hanging out on the bottom. I love doing that look. I have one more design team project for Crafty Me Shop this month. I'll be posting that sometime this week. I'm almost done. I've been working on it for a good couple of weeks. It's been one of those projects that's not tedious, but it's a lot of little it's a lot of little things, and you'll see what I mean when I show you. But I've had fun doing it. Can't wait to share that with you all. Make sure to go on over to Crafty Me Shop. I'm going to leave a link to her Facebook group below if you want to buy some of her beautiful laces. She has a sale every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And she's been leaving her shop open a little bit longer for those who want to, who can't make it to the sale on the weekend. If you want to look around, I think she closes it on Monday night, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I will send you a link over to the Facebook group so that you guys can get some of this beautiful lace like this. And she sells it for such a great price. You cannot find prices like this anywhere else. You look on Etsy and it's a lot more expensive. And then she did these here. This came like this. She sold a couple of them like this. I don't know how many yards are on here. I haven't measured it all. But look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? How pretty that'll look on. You can make a ruffle out of it. You can make a flower out of it. You can use it for a page edge. So many different things. And then we've got this piece here. This is a CMS piece. You can always tell which is CMS. It's EMMA MAE style, and love that. And then we've got this piece here. I already used a chunk of it. I used some of this flower here down at the edge so you can kind of see where it was cut. And then I'll use that part for a page bottom, but I used that on a project I did for my live this past weekend. If you go back and watch that live, you'll see where I cut that piece out to make, what did I make again? Oh my gosh. Why can't I remember what I made this past weekend? Oh, my brain. All right. Belly bands. That's right. I made a belly band out of it. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show you in the haul, and this is, I went nuts over this. When I saw it, a photo of it, and then when I got it in person, I'm like, oh my gosh, let me get something a little bit better to show it on top of. You might be able to see it better on here. Look at this applique. It's like a longer applique. Look at the heart. Seriously? Is that not the most beautiful piece? I got 3 of them. Oh my goodness, really? Look at how gorgeous those are. I cannot wait to see how I'm going to incorporate this into either a project um, or on my cover of a book or however I use it for. I can't wait to see how I'm going to use it. All right, next I got a butterfly. This was a little bit bigger than I thought, but I'm sure I can find a way to use it. Love the butterfly she has. And then she sold some of these as well. And these are some of her ribbon Thrus. And I did an example of it using some of her satin lace that I got out of one of her vintage boxes. But look at how pretty that comes out. Oh, just adding that ribbon makes a big difference, because if you look at it without, it's pretty, and on its own it's gorgeous, but you add that lace and it just a huge difference. I love all of her ribbon Thrus lately. She's been posting a lot of them. I asked her to put out more, and she did. She sold some this weekend. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is her appliques, and she dyed a lot of these. She only sold these for $1. These here. She had a whole bag of them, and she did them in pink. She kept them in white. She did them in her Hocus Pocus color. Look at, aren't those pretty? You can use them as a whole, or you can cut them and use them on different parts of your project. But she went and dyed a lot of these appliques. I don't know where she finds the time for everything. She is just superwoman. But she did all kinds of dyeing all last week of all kinds of appliques. But these ones are just white, but these are the ones that she dyed here. But I got these. Aren't those pretty? And then this piece here. I'll just have to iron that down a little bit, but it's so pretty. Got those. And then she also dyed these. She put these in a separate bag. These were white, because I got them in white the week before. And these ones are pink. If you might not be able to see the difference here in this light, but if you put it up against white, see how pretty that is? And I'm sure she'll be selling more because she had a lot of these. Just keep an eye out for those. Look at, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, there were 6 of them. Those are so pretty. You can put pearls on them. You can put some sparkly embellishments. You can use these as clusters and use a paper clip, do like a cluster on it, or a bulb pin to hang it. You can do all kinds of things with these. All right, now the next thing, and you guys are probably going to kill me when you see this. She sells these here. They're like a rose shape, kind of like a flower, and then it comes up like this. And I bought 2 last sale, and I got this one, and I'm not going to take this one apart, but I love taking these apart and using them separately on books. And I did it to the pink one. I have an idea for a project, and so I pulled apart the pink ones, but look at how much you get out of that one flower. All these to do book edges with or project edges, and so pretty. And I have another pink one that I bought a couple of weeks ago that's shaped like this that I didn't take apart. So I have one of each not taken apart, and then I've got this one I did take apart. But I wanted to show you all what it looks like taken apart and how you can use them in your books, which I did. Let me see, did I use it in? Here, let me just give you an example on the blank book. This is the series that I'm working on. Oh my gosh, I almost showed you my design team project by accident. let me just give you an example really quick. This is a blank book. This is the book series that we're working on. I'm getting ready to decorate it next. But if you do something like, let me just use an example. I'm going to trim that, of course, right? But look at how pretty that looks on, well, you can't really see it with that big giant. But look at how pretty that looks on the edge of a book. You see that? It's so pretty. I absolutely love these flowers. I love them as a flower, but I also love them taken apart and used separately in projects. In some, you can even take one piece and make it into a small flower. You can just wrap it and make it into like a small flower if you want to still make a flower out of it and still get a lot of long pieces out of it. So that's what I did with that. So if you bought any of these, know that you can take it apart and use them many projects and not just one project. All right, the next thing I've got here is a long silk ribbon trim that has pretty sequins on it. I'm probably going to take a low heat iron to this, just help flatten it out a little bit. Because when it's rolled up, it just tends to get, but you can see how pretty that is. I love that. I think I got 2 yards because she sold it really cheap. She had a whole bunch of it. Look at how pretty that is, though. I need a sip of drink. Hold on. Okay. I only have a few more pieces, and I'm saving the best for last. We got this piece here, another wide. I love the eyelets on that. Isn't that so pretty? It's tulle, and it's got like a vintage color. It's not white. It's got like a, if you put it up against white, you can see the difference. It's like a vintage color. I love that. And then here's my 2 favorites. Let me just move this over because you can see it in the corner. I don't want it to fall over. I think I'm missing something. I thought I had a package here that had, oh, yes, one thing dropped. Hold on. Oh, 2 things dropped. All right, let me show you these 2 first. Then I got another bag here, and she dyed these as well. Oh, these are so pretty. I didn't open it yet. Oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Look at this. There's 12 here. Look at how pretty those are. And she dyed these and put a couple together and put like a pearls or do like an embellishment in the center. Or you can use these along your book. Look at how pretty those are. They look like little lotus flowers. So pretty. Okay. And then we got this one here. I got a yard of this. And this looks like a little bit of a silverish white. It's really pretty. And that's stretch. It's got a stretch to it. All right, last 2 things. My absolute favorites. This piece here, I got a fat quarter. And it's roses. And I like both sides. You have the side like that. Yep, you can see it. You can see it in the light there. You have that side, and then you have this side as well, where you can see it all white. I like both sides of it. So I might just cut it in half and use one side for one thing and another for another. I'm not sure what I'll do with this yet. Maybe I'll make like a clutch with it. This would make a beautiful clutch with silk on the inside, which is coming up next. One of my absolute favorite silks that EMMA MAE sells. I stinking love this pink silk, satin silk. It is absolutely beautiful. gorgeous on both sides. Such good quality. Okay, this is not the fake stuff. This is the real stuff here. I've had different silks that I've gotten before, and they were horrible, but you can tell how real it is by the real like edges that have like that very soft feeling to it. That's real. Look at how beautiful this pink is. I use these all the time. I actually have a project that I did using this silk here when I made this really pretty small clutch in the 3-part design team project that I made for Crafty Me Shop, where I did silk on the inside for the pin cushions, and I used all the silk on the inside here. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that she put this back up for sale, and she gave me a lot. I got a lot. Like, I'm so excited that I have all this to work with. Look at how much I've got. I cannot wait to play with this. It's my absolute favorite. I have some ideas coming up, so I'm definitely going to be using that. And that is it. That is my Crafty Me Shop haul and my flip through of my journal. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my flip through and the haul. And like I said, I will leave a link for Crafty Me Shop below. And stay tuned as I will be doing another flip through of my soft journal that I never showed you guys. I did it before. This one is a soft journal that I did with just Jenshim. And I will explain the whole story behind this journal. And I will try and get that video out this week as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys this Saturday night for our Saturday Night with Friends live. If I don't do a video before then, I will see you then. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Make sure to like, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night, guys. Bye.